people.
Yeah. And then again, that's like not the alarming part, bro, because I feel like, I feel 2022 when we do our year review, like in a couple of weeks, like, I think we actually got a good amount of good music. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think I enjoyed a few things that I listened to today, but I think at some point, like the end, like I keep making fucking basketball analogies and stuff, so I apologize, but like at some point, the NBA was panicking when like Jordan retired, right? And they were like, all right, bro, like who's the next Jordan? Like who? And that fucking mantle crushed a bunch of people, bro, like a bunch of different athletes. Eddie Jones, Michael Finn, like Vince Carter, right? They never lived up to the hype. And then thankfully, you know, LeBron and Kobe Bryant came along, and like the NBA continued. Like, hip hop will continue forever. But I think we're in that stage now that we're like, all right, bro, like Drake is going to be Drake, and he's always going to be relevant, to use that phrase again. Yeah. But bro, who really is the next person? Because, and I know we kind of spoke about this last year, and I brought up A$AP Rocky. Like, again, like, I know Travis is back, but is he though? You know what I mean? Like, is he really? Because he just dropped that song with Pharrell.
Yeah.
I never texted you about that song. You never texted me about that song. It's
I actually
out.
like it more I've heard it, but it's not to the level of, damn,
it's not a moment for you, right? Like, I'm not fucking screenshotting my phone and like, Blair, listen to this now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's just, he's out here, and like, we're not allowing it, but we're like, yeah, dude, he's back. But there's not even that like aura about him right now musically. So like, I'm really curious, bro, about these next like 3 to 4 years. Like, is there going to be like a clear-cut wonder kid, right? That just, or wonder girl, whatever, like, who just is like, yo, this person is the voice of hip hop for the next 5 to 10 years coming, right? Because like, dude, I feel like even going back to when Drake was first coming out, we were all like, bro, I remember listening to the radio, and they were like, bro, this guy is it. Like, bro, this is it. And that was fucking 10 years ago when they didn't even envision it'd be this, bro, because no one thought it'd be this.
Right.
They probably just thought, oh, he'll be like a Lil Wayne again, you know, part 2 of Lil Wayne. So, dude, that's like the only like alarming part of hip hop right now. It's like, bro, like, we can say it's NBA Youngboy, but bro, it's not. You know what I mean? Like, that feels like it's again, the numbers say he's massive, but bro, that still feels very niche, if I'm being perfectly frank.
No, I'd agree with that.
So it's just like, bro, who the fuck is going to be that one? Again, and we love 21 Savage, but to me, he's almost like, I see him forever just being this. Like, he's going to be your hip hop artist's favorite artist. You know what I mean? As opposed to the guy who runs hip hop. So that's going to be very intriguing going into next year. Not like, what's the new music going to be that we love? It's like, who's the next guy, bro? We can say we may have thought a year ago was Lil Baby. Bro, it's not. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's not. So, like, this is a very interesting time.
Oh, 100%. And I think for me, like, I just got an overwhelming feeling, when I heard Drake and Kendrick on the come up, that in my gut, I was like, this is the guy. Like, there's no disputing it. He's going to be one of the guys. Not that either's better than the other, but you just got to sense this motherfucker is going to be around for like 20 years.
Bro, Drake's first tour, Jay-Z was on tour with him. Bro, Drake is 23 years old on tour with Jay-Z. Like, where the fuck is that happening, bro? Like,
and then J. Cole, I remember him going on, was it The Blueprint?
The Blueprint 3.
Yeah, The Blueprint 3. I heard that verse. I fell in love with the verse. I was like, this dude's gonna be around for a long ass fucking time. But
was it Star is Born?
Since, Star is Born. I was obsessed with that song, and ever since then, like, regardless of Lil Baby, NBA Youngboy, Gunna, like all these people who are obviously successful in their own right, I had never got that feeling.
Like, undeniable
talented as fuck.
But
you didn't get that feeling of these guys are gonna be it, like a Drake or whatever, for the next 15 years, like just dominating every conversation, every crowd, every country. Like, I just don't see it.
Yeah, dude. And I think because these other artists, almost like the the analogy I made last year to the ASAP, like because we had a similar conversation for those of you tuning in for the first time last year, like the question that Blair posed to me, like if Drake and Kendrick and Cole weren't around, who would be that guy, right? And I said ASAP Rocky, but it just feels like ASAP and these other artists, they just have like too many distractions. Whereas like, I feel like even going back to what you felt, pause, with like Drake and Kendrick 10, 15 years ago, leading up to today, it was always about the music, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck what sneaker Drake is dropping, bro. Like, that's cool. You have multiple businesses, but I feel like with him, he's always been consistent. Kendrick the same, J. Cole the same, bro. Yeah, these guys all have other things they do, but what they do is music. And like, that's undeniable. And I just feel like, which makes me sad about Jack, is like, bro, it's like you got too excited about the other things music gave you right away, as opposed to like, bro, you're a rapper, bro. Just like, I'm not saying only rap, because no, dude, make your money doing everything. But remember what you like love, as opposed to like, bro, you like, apparently like, you just love doing everything and also you happen to be a rapper. It's like, nah, bro.
And I think he admires like Drake especially so much. I think he's like on a fast track to like, he just sees what he could potentially have and he's like, fuck it, this movie deal makes sense, this show makes sense. And I get it, but I think he's already like invested in, like you said, what can music get for me outside of music, as opposed to I need to first like nail my story down and then all this other shit will, you know, I'll have free time and space to let people soak in my music while I do this other shit.
Yeah, dude, you can have shoes with New Balance. You can make movies. Like, that's, dude, you can do it while you make music. But it just feels like a lot of these artists in the last, like, 4 or 5 years, and again, we made this comment before with the OGs, like, I think there's just so much money to be made in hip-hop right now that they're just so focused on, like, how can I get the most of it now, as opposed to, like, what's the long-term goal of me being, like, considered one of the GOATs? And I don't think... Like, again, I know, like, Lil Baby, like, had the cover and, like, there was moments, and dude, he ran hip-hop during 2020. Like, there's no denying that shit, bro. Like, he was the guy, and I respect it. But, like, that was a 1-year run. You know what I mean? Like, he's not the guy anymore, bro. Like, he dropped an album, and I don't care what other people say about the album, bro. Like, I listened to it because we do the podcast, and I have to give an opinion. Dude, there was nothing about that album that made me want to replay that song. No, dude, at all. There's no bars, there's nothing. So it's just crazy how, like, again, Drake just turned 36. He's gonna be here forever, like Jay-Z and Nas are, God willing. But again, he's gonna want to fade away, right? And obviously J. Cole already fades away whenever the fuck he wants. Kendrick is telling you that he doesn't want to be here anymore. So, and then again, you know this, I love Baby Keem. But Baby Keem is way more of like, again, an artist. You know what I mean? Like, you have to love music to love Baby Keem, but he's not like a rapper, you know what I mean? So, yeah, dude, it's going to be very interesting these next 3 or 4 years, bro, because again, it's going to happen. And I'm just like, it's going to be funny to see that it's going to be someone that you and I never even fucking heard of. You know what I mean? It's not going to be one of these guys who've been around for 4 or 5 years, because honestly, like, if you were that guy, you'd be that guy by now. You know what I mean? You would take that mantle and run with it. And I feel like no one is even... Dude, there's no one even close, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one close.